The new season is here and we have gotten the Evo Princess as well as the Hero Tombstone, and we're going to go over the best freaking deck for each of them. But before we do that, there is much more to cover, right? In the new season, quickly, we have a seasonal trophy road. This is once you've hit 14k trophies, it does go like over to the seasonal trophy road. Works the exact same as ranked, just a little bonus rewards. Quite nice. I'm all for it. If you are going to pick up the Pass Royale, that's where you'll find the Princess. And if you want the Skeleton King, either A, you can choose the Hero Shards instead of the Princess, or you can get them for free right here, right under this. There would be a free Skeleton King if you don't already have them unlocked, so I would wait and hold off. It does take a minute, but you can get them for completely free. Now, this is the best deck for the Evo Princess, right? It's classic log bait. You have Rocket, you have Mighty Miner, you have Double Barrel. Now, the thing is, both of these Evos and Heroes, kind of mid, but I think the Evo Princess is way better than the Skeleton King. That doesn't mean they're not viable, though. If you have log bait centered around this, you're in luck. This is a good deck. As for the Tombstone, you have this deck, Lava Hound, classic, right? Tombstone, kind of worse than Princess. It's harder to find a deck, but this deck does work well. And now I will be running these in ranked, but I am not Jeff Bezos, so my Tombstone deck isn't completely leveled up. But let's go ahead and get into a game and see how these two decks work out. All right, guys, I obviously am not the best log bait player. Log bait is not my forte, but it can still work. And guys, I did change out Ice Spirit for Fire Spirit. I do think it is a better alternative, because Fire Spirit, if you didn't know, the damage it does is like equivalent to a fireball, right? And it's just overall like a better change in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is just rip a Goblin Barrel this side, see what he's going to do about it. And Furnace hopefully doesn't get a hit. Perfect. Okay, so he's just gonna... Okay, we did good damage. We did decent damage. And then keep in mind, this is a 2.9 cycle deck, so you can cycle very fast with this deck. Kind of like Hog Cycle, but kinda, not really. I will just pop a Princess here. Okay, that actually was... that actually might have not been the best Princess, but it's okay. I kind of just want to scale these in case we tank for the Fire Spear, and then we can rip our own. And it is going to get some damage, but not the end of the world. And guys, keep in mind, Evo Princesses can serve as like a sort of bailout card, right? It does damage upon death. So like you can do pretty much like place it on bats or something. And even though the bats will take it out, it'll still like die and do freeze damage. You know what I mean? So I am going to leak here for a little bit. He probably is going to pop the ability. All right, perfect. We were able to block it, though. It's not the end of the world. Even though he did Skellies, I think my Mighty Miner should still win here. And I am going to Fire Spirit over here. Just kind of keep up the pressure, you know what I mean? Yeah, perfect. Okay, as soon as this Tesla goes back down, I will just pop the Evo Princess. And that should be just on tower, too. That is really good for us. Okay, and he did have to waste his Evo Furnace, which is honestly pretty huge. I will just go Cannon low here. And one of the Fire Spirits is going to connect, but that's okay. Not bad at all. Wow, actually two of the Fire Spirits connected. Okay. So I will just rip this, and then we can go Double Barrel here and see what he does. Okay, perfect. And on the right side, look at the damage on the right side. That is really good for us. So we can just rip this. I will pop a Princess behind. And now, in case he tries to do some, like, grand push here, we can just... Yeah, I figured he had Graveyard. So we can just like log a little late and then Fire Spirit maybe. And then that is going to, he is going to deal kind of good amount of damage there. Actually a lot of damage. Graveyard is very meta in this, but we can't just do this and this. Okay. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. I will just log this. Perfect. And then I don't want to let him cross the bridge either. And he also has to deal with that Princess too, which kind of should be annoying for him. Okay, not bad. Good Goblin Barrel on the other side, too. That is huge for us. I kind of want to cycle back to another Mighty Miner so he can't, like... So he can't cross the bridge. Alright, perfect. He didn't cross the bridge. He didn't cross the bridge. That's huge for us. I will just log here. And then we can Fire Spirit these. And that should be pretty good. Okay, good Princess. And then I kind of want to do this and then this. Perfect. And then I will rocket this Furnace, to be honest. I feel like that's worth the rocket. Beautiful. And I kind of want to cycle back to a Mighty Miner instantly, so he can't, like, cross the bridge with that. That is totally okay. I don't know why he would do that, to be honest. We can't just log here. That still, Loki did get a good amount of damage, but that's totally okay. I can't just rip this and then this. Alright, and then we can go Princess down low. And guys, that is only a few more rockets. That is not a lot of rockets. I will just rip this and then this again. And I will kind of late log here. Not bad. And then we can do this and then Fire Spirit too. Should deal a lot. And then we can go here. I am going to rocket whatever he puts down. Okay, so he decides to put down skeletons. That is totally okay. Mighty Miner on the right, though. Mighty Miner on the right. That's huge. Oh my gosh, that is huge, guys. Okay, perfect. You just gotta keep up the pressure. I know you guys thought I was losing, but like it's about split lane pressure. And if they can't take out your princess, stacking them is very good. But let's go and get into the Tombstone deck and see how that does. Guys, keep in mind this is an underlevel deck for me, right? So wow, this guy's in Muhammad Light's clan. This is an underlevel deck for me, so there's a good chance that like this will be a lot harder, but we still will be able to see and just find out. So I'm just gonna split Barbs to the back. He's probably running some sort of cycle deck if I had to guess. Yeah, I'm assuming probably Hog Cycle, maybe. If it's Hog Cycle, I low-key hard counter. Place the win con, man. Let me see what deck it is. Honestly, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and just go Lava on the back. I need to see what this guy's running. All right, so this could be X-Bow. Actually, is it X-Bow? You think? Maybe. All right. So I'm just gonna go Flying Machine right here. Hopefully, it takes care of the Knight, and I will Miner on this. To be honest, I feel like Miner's really good here. I can go Curse and then Zap. Perfect. That is huge. Perfect. Good damage, really good damage. And the Lava Hound is still up and kicking. That's very good for us. What a great start. All right, I think this guy might be using Graveyard. I'm kind of not sure what this guy is using. He's saying good game, though. I will just match this with a Tombstone, just so we can soak up the Fire Spirits. And I will just Lava Hound the back, because I don't know what he's going to do here. He has Tesla and Furnace. Oh, wait, he has that, too. Interesting. Okay, so I will just rip this then, I guess. And I'm just going to let the X-Bow lock. And I guess we can go Flying Machine behind here and see what he does. Okay, that isn't bad at all. Okay, kind of want to do this and then Zap maybe? Before, yep. Okay, the Flying Machine is still up and the Miner is tanking. That is huge. Well, Flying Machine's definitely dead now, but it's okay. Okay, not bad. Alright, rough curse by me, but that's okay. But he did just use his Evo Tesla. That is huge. I kind of just want to rip this, and then we can go here. That's completely okay, though. I do want to go Miner here. Just to try and zap this, keep that alive. Beautiful. Okay. We did kind of waste the Evo Zap there, but I do think it was worth it, like, by a lot. And I'm going to be more careful with my Lava Hounds. I will just rip this. We do have Evo Barbs if we really need them, which I don't think would be a bad play right now. So we can't just rip this. This could be a good fireball for him, but I guess we'll just have to see. Let's just go Miner here. Okay, not bad. And hopefully, I don't think the Furnace is going to die, though. Actually, it did. That's huge. Wait, Phoenix Egg might respawn? Perfect. And that's dead, so I am going to go Lava Hound here. Furnace is dead. Furnace is dead. I will just rip this too. Okay. And then I will Flying Machine actually in front of the Lava Hound just to take the X-Bow out a little bit faster. That is huge. And then I will go the Big Bird behind. And then if he Furnaces, I can just Miner. But to be honest, this is a hard counter. Okay, I am just going to Miner here for the Lava Pups. That is huge. And now if he goes Skellies... He's not going to go Skellies, though. That's interesting. I will just Lava Hound again. We're just going to do the exact same thing. I'm not going to curse either. Okay. I will just rip a Tombstone here just because. And yeah, I think I do hard counter this guy. We can go this for the Furnace. Now, I kind of want to separate my push if I'm being completely honest here. I kind of want to rip this. And then we can go curse and then zap maybe. Not bad. And we can go a Flying Machine again. Hopefully the Phoenix respawns. Nah, Phoenix isn't going to respawn. Okay, that's okay. I will just go Lava right here again. Wait, hold on. This could be a little dicey for me. I will just go here. And then one of these days, I'm going to pop the ability. Not bad. Okay, he does have a rocket, though. Keep in mind, guys. He does have a rocket. Okay, not bad at all. We can't just go here and then curse Miner again. This is very intense. We can zap this. Beautiful. Then we can do this. Wow, Expo actually did lock, but I don't think he can win. Especially after this minor chip I'm about to get. We can't just curse this again. Zap it too. And yeah, he literally cannot win, guys. I did kind of hard counter, but the deck did work, guys. Those are the two best decks for both the new heroes and the new Evos. Let me know which one you're picking up in the comments below. I think they're both pretty fun. Even though they're not the most broken thing, I think we're used to them being broken instead of balanced. And that's why we're calling them bad, even though they're pretty balanced on release. But let me know which one you picked up, or if you picked both of them up, or none of them up. Let me know down in the comments below, and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. It does mean a lot to me. I thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Have a great y'all's freaking day. See y'all in the next one. I hope I helped.